Hello, and thanks for joining us for B-Sides Pittsburgh's 2026 Speaker Series. My name is Justin Lieplein, and I'm one of the hosts on the Distilled Security podcast. Today, I have with me Patrick Rost. Patrick, could you introduce yourself and give a little bit about your talk?
Yeah, thanks, Justin. I'm Patrick Rost. I'm a owner and advisor out of the Buffalo area, helping small, medium businesses. And my talk is called "Breaking Down Your Incident Response Plan Before It Breaks Down on You." And
Okay,
then,
great. You mind expanding on that a little bit? What are some of the things you're going to be talking about in that talk?
yeah, I'm going to take hopefully unique approach on it, where a lot of talks about incident response planning is more of a technical playbook of, hey, you found something in your environment, here's what you need to do. My approach is a
Yeah.
lot more from the business side of things of, while that's happening, what should you have in your incident response plan that the business needs to react to, and what business decisions you need to make, and how do you get that alignment with the business?
Oh, that's interesting. So, is it more like you got to consider your PR, you got to consider your like disclosure responsibilities, all that stuff and everything?
Yep, it's, make sure your goals are aligned with how long your business can be down, and
Yep. Okay.
you've talked to legal, you have external legal if you don't have someone on staff, if you don't have internal counsel, and that you've had that conversation with your cybersecurity insurance, and
Yep.
just
Yep.
all those different aspects of kind of having your ducks in a row ahead of time, and testing your plan. We talk about what tests should look like, and talk about some common misconceptions or mistakes that businesses make.
I think that will actually be a great talk and everything because I've seen so many times customers think about the technical aspects of it. Like that's their first thought is something's down, something's unavailable, whatever it may be. But they don't think like, oh yeah, we agreed to certain contracts of customers and or regulatory bodies that we have to report in 72 hours. And when does the clock start? When do we have to report? How do we report? And it's always a firestorm into that and like, oh, what about this? And all of a sudden they're scrambling and lawyers are like running around with their hair on fire and all that.
Yeah, definitely. And the wording and regulations is always different of, is it from the time of compromise, from the time of discovery, how many hours or days
Yeah,
is it? And you might be bound by more than one regulation. So you have to know what the kind of
right.
earliest is, or the type of data that might be indicated, and what regulation that falls under, and what that guideline is, and all.
Exactly. Yeah, like some are confirmed,
Right, right.
hack, or some are once you realize it's material,
Yeah.
and depending on your business, like the material is, have you defined that yet, into the company and everything. So I think that would be a really great and fun talk, for people and maybe get their eyes open a little bit. But speaking of which, what are you hoping, a couple of things that your audience walks away with after hearing you?
Yeah, so I hope that they learn kind of how to articulate the business case in their planning, how to meet with business stakeholders, and get that alignment. The key components in a response plan, kind of coming out of meeting with business owners or the business
Yeah.
leaders, and then communication strategies, recognizing some pitfalls, and then the knowledge to start testing and updating the response plan, because that's a key component of it as well. It's not just create the instant response plan, put it in the cabinet. It's, let's test it, make sure we know how to use it. We're updating it at least annually or more often, and yeah.
Yeah, and get that holistic plan to cover all aspects of it, not just technical, but the business and contractual requirements, all that. Yeah, I think that's great. Into that, and I'm really excited to listen to you, and I know part of our audience will be as well. Um, Going on to a softer topic, anything else you're looking forward to from a B-Sides Pittsburgh conference perspective?
Well, I'm excited to attend for the first time. So I'm from the Buffalo, New York area.
Great.
I've been to the Buffalo and Rochester B-sides, 'cause they're local to me. So this will be a first out of area B-sides I'm going to, and
Nice.
it's not too long of a drive away in Pittsburgh. So I'm excited for that, and seeing some familiar faces from here down there will be cool, and then just meeting all the new people and that makes Pittsburgh tick. So I'm excited for that.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it. And you giving us a little bit tidbits about your talk. For the audience and everything, stay tuned. We're doing a whole series of this. So we'll be highlighting great speakers and their talks that come with. So thank you, Patrick, and stay tuned.
Yep, thank you.
See y'all.